Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Dishonored. Last time we did Lady Boyle's Last Party, the best mission in the game. Fun little mission, so much fun stuff there. Lots of really fascinating, great stuff. And today it's time to go after the Lord Regent himself, the former spy master. We have done enough to weaken his defences, peel back his allies, getting rid of them in various ways. So now it is time to actually finish things up with the bloody conspiracy and get our revenge and thus presumably stop being dishonoured. Very, very nice indeed.
Everything we have done, everything that you have done, has served to make this moment possible.
The Lord Regent is exposed, Corvo. Vulnerable. And now everything is in place to strike at him. We're one step from the throne.
One man, one beating heart, is all that's left of the forces that brought this city to the brink of ruin.
It is simple, but it will be far from easy. The Lord Regent's paranoia has reached an all-time high. He has lost the support of the Overseers, the Parliament, his financial base, and he's lost Sokolov, who made his security technology. So at Dunwall Tower, he has consolidated every remaining loyal man around him.
He knows something is coming. He knows you are coming. And everything depends on him being correct. Piero will help you prepare. Then Samuel will take you close to the tower, near the waterlock. Last time you were there was the horrible day that all of this started. Now you will go there and end it. Good luck, Corvo.
I'm not sure what else we could say, other than our hopes are riding on you.
And there we are, the Lord Regent. We just need to head on our way and kill the Spy Master. Nice touch, by the way, that I've kind of very often overlooked in the past. On the desk here, in the room you just got the briefing, that is the area map for Dunwall Tower. So if you actually do need to know roughly what the layout of Dunwall Tower is, it's right there for you, which is potentially very, very useful indeed. I like that. Nice little touch. That if you want to, you can kind of learn a little bit about what it's going to look like ahead of time. Though, of course, the fact you've already been there will also help you out, though the area is much larger than the area you saw when you were first there at the very beginning of the game in the tutorial. And let's catch up with Callista as well, see how Emily's schooling is going.
Corvo. Emily's hiding again. It started as a game, but it's turned into her way of teasing me. If you see her, will you send her back to me? It's time for her studies.
Ah, Emily is hiding. Okay, search the streets for Emily. I wonder where she's got to. I'm genuinely not sure where she is, and there is no quest marker for her. Okay, let's see if we can locate her. Emily.
Shh! Don't make any sound. I'm hiding from Callista. It's a game we like to play.
No, it's a way you're skipping your lessons.
I don't know why it's so much fun to hide from her. Here. This was at the edge of the river, in the mud. I put it under my pillow for good luck, but it gave me bad dreams. You can have it, as a present. I suppose I'll do my lessons now. Hiding gets boring after a while anyway.
And there's another rune there. Now, interestingly, maybe that there was the start of Emily's relationship with the... What is that just floating there? There's just bullets floating there, intriguing. Maybe that's the start of Emily's relationship with the outsider. So yes, that's a nice little touch. It's just an extra flipping rune on top of all the others you've been getting so far. Yeah, there's quite a lot of runes hidden away that the heart can't detect, because if they're actually like in someone's possession but a reward for a subquest, the heart doesn't know about them. The heart only knows about the ones that are hidden in the overworld. So yeah, you can actually get quite a lot of bonus runes just by doing tiny little subquests like that. And I see a lot of people just miss those entirely, so I do want to kind of show them off when I do remember that they're there. Anyway, I would say it is time to go. Let's just do a final little check-in to make sure we've got everything we could possibly get with Piero, and then over to Samuel to assassinate the Lord Regent. Well, a few extra crossbow bolts just in case that becomes important. Hopefully it shouldn't. I'm going to try and do this as cleanly as possible. But Samuel, time to be on our way. Let's finish this up. And I love the symmetry of this, by the way. This feels like such a good ending to the game. The symmetry of it, that you began the game coming up in a little boat up to Dunwall Tower and going up in the lock. And now you return to the tower for the end of the game.
Another point of interest while I'm giving you the grand tour, Corvo. Broadcast control station here, where all them announcements come from, might be worth looking into. You ready? Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be dead. And if not, well, it was an honor to serve with you.
So yes, indeed, the broadcast tower that he mentions there, that is basically this game's... Oh, can I just climb up here? Can I just climb onto these rocks? No, no, I can't. That's just straight in the water. Also, is there a terrible fish? No, that was just a bubble or my own hand. That's 100% fine. So, in we go. Just swim in here, and then let's get Blink ready to go. As soon as Blink is ready to go, we'll be able to get our way up to somewhere. And then basically we need to now climb our way to the top. Because of course this time, there's no one up there who's going to let us up. So we need to basically get up ourselves. Marvellous. There we go. And we begin the climb. Yes, the broadcast tower is basically the way of taking out the Regent peacefully. Which is we basically need to get a secret bit of evidence from his safe that basically is just like a confession from him that he was the one that killed the Empress. And then once we've got that, what we can do is we can take that to the broadcast tower and play it, and then drop down here. We're too high up, aren't we? Aren't we? Oh, no, sorry, we do need to go further up, in fact. And then once we've got that, we play that, and then that's like, you know, the whole city turns on him, and he gets arrested by his own guards, and something. And there's clearly something going on over there. So just check the heart. Ah, that is a bone charm. I assume I can't, like... No, I cannot blink through bars, tragically, but I'm sure I'll get... Ooh. But if there's potentially a... Well, there was a rat there. There's not now. I'll just blink through these two things here. Nice. Yeah, if I can just blink back across later, that'll be fine. I assume I'm supposed to be going... No, not yet. That's 100% fine. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not going to work well, mind. Yeah, a bunch of rats over there. Okay. One grenade, and over you go. That should do a good job. Lovely. Lots of dead rats there. Just clear them out before they attack me. Now we are over here. I should be able to teleport back over in this direction, bypassing what I saw last time. There we go. Ah! And now we've got ourselves indeed one corpse holding a whole bunch of money. Let's just get rid of that corpse. You just go over the side. Or no, go over the side. You're very gross. I want you to go away. There you go. Lovely. And not quite into... Oh, possibly into the water. Yep, into the water. Marvellous. Now I can get myself the money and the bone charm. See if there's anything good. Whirlwind. You swing your sword slightly faster. Potentially of use. I'll take that over spirit water anyway. If I do happen to get into a fight, that is quite useful. Alright, we've made it up to here. Not quite up to the top, but there's a door up there. That'll do. So up here... Open this here door, and now we're to... Ah! Small problem. Got ourselves a pylon there, but that's fine. We should be able to blink straight past this, hopefully. Or we could find another way. We could try and use... How would we get up here? We could probably go up to... Oh, yeah, we could go up to there, or we could try and find a way around the pylon. Let's snip up here with blink 2. That lets us skip outside... Yeah, we're okay for now. So now we're on the outside of the building. This works for me. So now we're on the outside. We could go... Ah! The pavilion. The pavilion itself. And there's nothing, by the way, to stop you getting up to the roof where you once saw assassins blinking towards you. And now you can blink across the roof towards the pavilion yourself. So if you want to, you can actually recreate the game's opening just with you in the role of the assassin. There's not really much point. Just, you know, fun that you can. Now, as we can hear there, we've got tall boys nearby. Yeah, got to watch out for the tall boys. Fine. Those guys are very tough to take out because they're armoured and tough and hit like a brick. Right, back to blink. Up top here. And then climb up to here. And then we're probably good to, yeah, return to the pavilion. I'm watching there's actually anything... in the pavilion. 188 is way too far away for that to be actually in the pavilion there. There's another rune over there. Just kind of a couple of rune stuffs around. Nothing major. I'll tell you what, just for fun, I'd quite like to make my way up to the top of the pavilion there. Kind of just want to see what's actually going on in that area. You'll see he's just down underneath. This is the area where I once played hide and seek with Emily. Now I can actually play hide and seek with a tall boy in the exact same area. Let's just get up top here. And then if we can, yep, use the blink to get up onto this tiny ledge here. You can use that little ledge. And then if I can find the right spot, yep, that's the right spot. And now we can get up here to the pavilion. Lovely.
Don't you love the view from here?
This place makes me sad.
Why is that?
This is where the Empress was killed by that wretched murderer. Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague. In any case, I wouldn't dwell on it. Let me comfort you.
I need to get back to work.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
So indeed, Soldier tries to seduce the maid. Didn't work out very well. Tall boys everywhere. Let's just climb up here. What have we got down here? We might be able to just go around the... Actually, that's just a straight drop down. Nothing good there. Tall boy over there, but I might be able to just... Well, that all looks pretty barbed wire. Like, there's lots of entrance points to this place, by the way. I know there's an entrance over to the right, and I know you can just go in through the front door. It's not even that hard to go in through the front door. And there we go. That will do. And now we can be up top of the pavilion. Very, very nice. Just get a bit of a better view as to what's going on here. So, zoom in a little bit here. One tall boy. My magnification also lets me magnify sound. I know that doesn't make sense, but it does. So we've got down there nothing we can do anything with. Over there, doesn't look like there's anything to the left of the palace. There's the front door we can go through. There is lots of locked up windows. That might be something I can't remember. Probably best I can do is maybe actually consider straight in the front door. That shouldn't be too hard as a straight shot from here if I just time it right the moment that tall boy decides to turn away. So we'll just go over to, as soon as he turns away, yeah, over to there. And then over to there. And then, is there anything down here I can use? No, but I can, however, just go straight over the fence and into the water. There's some nasty things that want to eat me in here, by the way, but nothing too major. Let's just actually stick under here for the moment and just see. Oh, there's a lot of nasty things that want to eat me in here, by the way. This is going to hurt, but is there... That's where there might be. Yes, there is. Oh, no, I can't actually get in that way, and I'm being eaten. Okay, few too many piranhas in the moat there. Right, let's just go up here. And out here and straight in the front door. Yeah, let's just go inside. Sure, why not? Going in the front door is mysteriously unguarded, by the way. You can just step in here and there's literally no one guarding the entrance. You would think going in the front door would be a horrible mistake because, like, everyone would just be guarding the front door. But no, you walk in the front door, there's literally nobody here. Also, top up my magic as well. Lovely.
I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight. I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double the guard if you have to. Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord.
So you see there that the old spy master now communicates exclusively through like a little screen thing. He doesn't even come down in person. He's that paranoid. Now, we need to get up high as soon as possible. The chandelier would be perfect if we could get there. Just move over here. And then if we can... yes, any of these ledges would do just fine. Yep, fine. Okay, now we're up a little bit. That'll make us much harder to detect. And then up to the chandelier. Ah, perfect. So, now we're on top of the chandelier. Everything is good. As I say, the way we take care of the Lord Regent if we want to not kill him is we broadcast a confession that he was involved with the death of the Empress. Remember that first audio log, in the very first part, in the prison that we walked past in the interrogation room? Yeah, if only we'd taken that, because now we need to flipping steal it from his safe in his private safe room or whatever. This, by the way, is the moment when Blink 2 becomes really ridiculous, because from this chandelier right here, which is really easy to get to, I can skip straight over there, I can get straight over to this area, and now I'm straight into the Lord Regent's chamber. Right flipping here. And now we know the Lord Regent is 20 meters in that direction. Marvellous. And now we just wait for the Lord Regent to retire, because of course he will be left alone in his bedroom. The safe there you need to get the combination for, and that gets you the secret recording that you take to the broadcast tower. Again, because we didn't bother taking the other broadcast we walked past earlier at the very beginning of the game. But whatever. But instead, no. I feel like the Lord Regent deserves to die. Really. Like, after everything he's done, after all of the torture and the whatever, I feel like he just needs to go down. While he's coming, of course, we can also grab a rune from his bedroom. He does have a secret rune here, which is very, very welcome indeed. Now, the Regent has made the decision to travel around with a music box guy because he's so scared of my magic. I'd say let's give him something a little bit more conventional to think about. Lovely! Job done. One grenade. Kills all three of them. In fact, they all turn to ash immediately. And now we should probably just get out of here, shall we? Yeah, let's just get out of here. Good luck catching me, by the way. I have magic powers. Out the front door we go, and away we go. Lovely. yeah, you can just basically just toss grenades in. He turns to ash automatically. Let's just quickly hop out over here. Lovely. And then just return to the area over to the left I was already in before. And just... Oh, I'm currently standing on top of spikes. Didn't think you were allowed to do that, but never mind. I just like that way of killing him, by the way. There's this really big focus in the game about the magic and the music boxes. And in the end, you just basically just break into his room and toss a grenade at him. Right, let's get a blink ready to go. Right, that'll do. Over the thing. Down we go. And now we're down here. Lovely. Is there anything else over here, by the way? I can't remember if there's anything else useful over here. Don't think so. Let's just hide down here for the moment. Wait for that tall boy to pass by. Then we can just take the roof straight back out again. Yep, up to the top of the wall, and then just as far on the wall as we can get, and then just straight back over here as well. Beautiful. That should be most of the work done. We've got another one down there we already knew about. Then we should just be able to go, yeah, if we just go over to this sort of direction, skirt around the outside here, grab this here. Ah, is this, that's not powering anything. No, that's not powering anything, fine. And we just hop over the side here, and we can just go exactly the way we came, straight over to here, and out we go. No one's the wiser, aside from, you know, all those people who basically saw me come in. But I actually kind of like the fact they all saw me. Like, right at the end there, just when they thought, you know what, the Lord Regent is safe, he's behind all these layers of security, suddenly it's just an explosion from inside the room after he decides to lock himself away. They come in and they just kind of, you know, see me, the assassin in the mask. Tip of the hat, yep, that was me. I just came in here and tossed a grenade at him. Pretty simple, all things considered. I didn't even bloody need magic powers. Just, you know, some bloke with a grenade. And then off I go. Job done. Beautiful. And down we go. Into the water we go. Out we come now. And that's it. Job done. Nice and simple. You know, I've never been quite sure how I feel about this mission, because I love the symmetry of it. I love the fact that you actually go back to where you started the game. That's absolutely fantastic. But it is, however, just a little bit too easy, especially the fact that you literally, if you walk in the front door of this supposedly heavily fortified palace, what can you do? One blink up to a balcony, a second blink over to a chandelier, and then a third blink, and you're actually in the Lord Regent's quarters. And at that point, you can just, like, knife him. Occasionally, he's followed by bodyguards. Sometimes he is, and that seems to be a little bit inconsistent. But sometimes you can just get him on his own, which is odd. So, yeah, 3 blinks from walking in the front door, and you can just assassinate him without anyone knowing. It's, yeah, a little bit odd. It's a little bit too easy. I mean, getting up to him is quite nice. It's actually tougher to get to the palace than actually to get up to him. But it is just the case that this game is made too easy just through judicious use of blink. So, 2 hostiles killed, no civilians, no alarm rungs, no dead or unconscious... No dead or unconscious bodies found! Well, actually, I guess that is true. No dead or unconscious bodies were found, because I have Shadow Kill 2, so after I tossed that grenade in, all 3 of them immediately disintegrated into ash, so the bodies were never located in any way. So that's nice. Chaos is obviously still low. I did kill somebody, yes. And wait, I only killed 2 hostiles. Oh, I guess the dog doesn't count. Huh, intriguing. And, of course, I was detected by all the people I waved to as I jumped down to the chandelier and then made my escape straight back out of the bloody front door. Only found 16 gold. 16 gold out of 2,000. Marvellous.
The others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo.
I really, really wish this was the end of the game. Right here. If this was the end of the campaign, it would be, what, a 6-8 hour campaign, something like that, depending on how much you wanted to dig through. And, of course, you know, if you played it on low chaos, you'd want to play it again on high chaos to see all the different kind of things that happened. You might want to try the alternate solutions. You might replay it just to kind of try and get all of the perfect pacifications without anyone being killed. You know, perfect 100%, low chaos, ghost, never killed anyone. An absolute perfect pacifist playthrough. And it would be great. It would be a great game with one slightly weak level in the middle in the form of the bridge level where you're getting Sokolov. But no, this is not the end of the game, sadly. This is the point where the obviously evil people betray you and thus begins some really, really bad levels, and we're not going to be covering those.
Word is spreading all over the city. The tyranny is over. By this time tomorrow, Emily will be on the throne. After that, we'll clear your name and put everything we've got into rebuilding the city.
I wish there were more of a city to rule. Most of Dunwall is rats and corpses.
The Admiral's right, I'm afraid. Corvo, you did your job while the rest of us sat on our asses. Our work starts tomorrow.
Tonight, rest easy. Tomorrow, we crown an empress. To Corvo, the man who served to change the course of history.
To Emily Colby, and the new dawn rising for Dunwall and the Empire.
Don't drink it. Oh, Corvo, no. Let's just turn the music off. I'm feeling a little bit on the dizzy side, would you believe?
I must have a portrait made. Maybe Sokolov will do it, after what we've been through here.
Yeah, would you believe I suspect it's all about to go horribly wrong, because now I'm being prompted to go to my bed because I don't feel desperately well, and it's not going to end well for me when I do. And if we just go to our room trying to sleep it off, it doesn't end well for us, unfortunately.
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job, then.
Remember, we need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
Yes, it'll grant us legitimacy. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry something terrible, Corvo, but I only gave you half the poison. They were watching me, and it was all I could think to do. I think you're strong enough to survive that. I'll put you on a raft, and then I've got to ship out myself before they find out I've gone against their wishes. Snakes. They'll want to do the same to me as soon as I've outlived my uses. Hopefully you'll wake up and find your way out of this cursed city.
And there we are. I've just been bloody dishonored again. Betrayed by Havelock, Martin, Pendleton. Bloody obviously. You were only saved at the last moment by Samuel the boatman, who left you adrift in a ruined section of Dunwall, the flooded district.
This is the one who was with the Empress when she died. Poisoned. Tyrian stuff.
Amateur work. He'll live.
That's up to Dowd.
And indeed, suddenly there's this whole subplot introduced into the game about Dowd, this other assassin, and his forces, the ones who actually killed the Empress, and this is the point where the game basically goes very, very downhill. Because I don't find Dowd particularly interesting as a character. He's kind of introduced out of nowhere, because he hasn't really done anything in the plot so far. They flesh him out a lot in some of the DLC, but in the base game, this whole twist kind of comes out of nowhere. And it doesn't help that pretty much all of the levels at this point are pretty universally terrible. The Flooded District is the worst level in the game by a mile, because there's no one to assassinate. You're basically just kind of working your way through a big area, just trying to get from point A to point B over and over and over again. You make your way back to the Hound Pits pub, do the same thing. There's no one to assassinate, you're just trying to get to a particular point, and then you go to the actual final level of the game. And we wake up in a lovely little rat-infested thing, just kind of being boarded up by one of the assassins there. That's fine, should be pretty easy to get out of this. Now we just get the loose brick, and we just use that to just straight up break out really, really easily. They can take our equipment off us, of course, but they can't actually take away my powers, which is welcome. So, grab ourselves a sword. That will do for now, at least if we need that sort of thing. And a report to Dowd. This is the musical device the Overseer had strapped to his chest. While it was functioning, we were unable to perform transversals or tetherings. I suggest we all get a good look at it. So yes, Dowd also worried about the mysterious music box that can stop magic. But yes, at this point, we basically just have to do a whole bunch of stuff. We need to get my gear back. We need to go to Dowd's base. This is a very, very boring, uninteresting mission. So yeah, we're just going to skip most of that and we're just going to go straight ahead towards the finale. I'll show you anything interesting that goes on, but to be honest, there's not really anything interesting in this mission. It's a very, very poor mission. And after the terrible, terrible flooded district, I've made it back to the Hound Pits pub by crawling through a lot of very boring sewer. And hello there, Cecilia, you're still here.
Please, no. Oh, it's you, Corvo. Thank the stars. We all thought you'd been killed, except for Samuel. He seemed sure you'd survived. I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore, but I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you is my guess. At first, Pendleton said it was time for our bonus. Havelock stood behind them, and at the signal, he shot them each in the back of the head. Just like the target drills he used to. Lydia barely had time to scream. I would be dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything. Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things they'd done. Martin was drinking and seemed sad. The Admiral was about to shoot Callista. Then he mumbled something about owing her uncle, Captain Kurnow, a debt. They said it was time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that. Emily was there when the killing started. Poor child. I hope she hid her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too. I thought Lydia would squeal on me at the end. She just told Havelock to screw himself. And died.
So it feels like everyone's dead apart from me and Cecilia. All the rooms have been cleared out. Luckily, of course, Abandoned Department key, Old Port District seal key. Grab all the keys you can, of course. And here we are, this little side apartment here where Cecilia has been hiding out, right by the Hound Pit pub. We've got two objectives, Havelock or his plans, and supposedly Emily herself up there. So, of course, being on the streets is a very, very bad idea, and what you really want to do is basically use your knowledge of the pub to your advantage. So, two guys run over there. I want to get myself up top as quickly as possible, of course, round the back of here. Just work our way down to the end here. There's a door around here we know about, of course. We can use this. One door here. Skip forward over in this direction. And now we're here in the pub itself, where apparently there is indeed something to do with Havelock. Sneak behind the bar and you can just grab this without anyone actually seeing you, which doesn't strike me as how it should work, but never mind. So, Captain Manning, we've trapped the conspirators of the Hound Pit's pub, searched the premises for natural philosophers Sokolov and Joplin. I'm keeping the Empress Emily Cauldron with me at the lighthouse on King Sparrow Island, so of course we now know where she is too. Perfect. Then just simply move over here, quick as you like, and then just start heading upstairs. I think that man is literally urinating in my bedroom right now. Marvellous. So, both of the guys in my room gone, and we have got a letter from Emily here. Corvo, remember when I mentioned a special drawing I was working on for you? This is it. I don't know where you went. I hope you get back to see this and like it. I'd like to take it to Dunwall Tower with us. Everyone's acting strange tonight. Samuel was whispering to Callista about a flare launcher she was supposed to use to call him. He told her to lock the door to my old tower. I heard the Admiral tell the others we were leaving tonight for a place called the Lighthouse on King Sparrow Island. I hope you get back before then. King Sparrow Island. Marvellous. We now know exactly where we're going. And tell Callista that it's me.
Corvo, I can't believe you're alive. They killed everyone, Corvo. They killed everyone to cover it all up. Then they took Emily with them and they left. I couldn't do anything to protect her. Please find her. Make her safe.
And a letter to Callista as well. Callista, fret not. I believe there's still hope for Emily in Dunwall. I don't believe Corvo's gone. I'll be searching the river for him. If you catch wind of him, shoot up a flare. Marvellous. Let's just shoot up that flare and be off to the final level. Technically, we could go and help out Piero, but honestly, I don't care too much about him. He's pretty much as much of a monster as the rest of them. So just fire that off. Lovely. And Samuel will show up and take us to the final level. And in comes Samuel. We can just go out to the back door here and drop straight down to the ground there. Lovely. And there we are. Straight over to the final level, Kingsport Lighthouse. And there we go. The Loyalists actually done perfectly, as it turns out. Aside from the fact I didn't pick up there was one room somewhere. So yeah, no hostiles, no civilians killed, no alarms rung. Apparently I was just never spotted and didn't kill anyone either. Perfect. And I found Emily's drawing better and better.
This is it, sir. I suspect Havelock Martin and Lord Pendleton landed there a while ago and went into the lighthouse. Knowing them, they're not giving up without a fight. I remember hearing the Admiral and Martin talking about this place as where they'd hold up if they had to. Anybody going in has to breach the fort, the gatehouse. Then there's only one way to the top. All I can say is that it's been a pleasure serving with you. Maybe after all this is settled, we'll see each other again.
So we have indeed got the low chaos ending, because if this mission is in low chaos, that means you get the low chaos ending. Which means Samuel really likes you. If you're in high chaos, Samuel basically despises you, which I quite like. So, we've got to get ourselves way up to the top there. Only way to do that is through the elevator. Game's flagging 2 entrances, harbour side and beach side. But there's more as well. There's a secret one over to the right I'm actually more interested in. This mission also changes very dramatically depending on whether you're in high or low chaos, which is quite nice. It's probably the nicest of the high versus low chaos changes, which is in low chaos, then basically the 3 guys have all gone peacefully up to the top and you get to resolve everything at the top of the lighthouse. In high chaos, they've all turned on each other immediately. So I think like one of them might already be dead, in fact. Another one's like locked away in a bunker trying to hold out with his guards against someone else's guards. And it's only Havelock that's up in the lighthouse, so it all goes to hell in high chaos, which is quite nice. Now, probably the best thing I can do right now is simply actually, yeah, just swim underwater and actually swim our way round this way. I want to approach from the right. I can see one guard up there. Plenty of oxygen for now, though. Just swim round the corner. Lovely. Okay, just stay out of the way of everyone here. And what I'm looking for is... there we go. One lovely little kind of outlet, whatever, over here. Actually, yeah, if I just do that and then in here straight away. Perfect. Okay, lovely. We've managed to enter the fort through the little side sewery. Well, it's not really a sewer, like a water outlet, a drainage thing, or something. I don't know. We entered somehow anyway. That means our objectives now update. We've got the gatehouse drainage over there and the gatehouse. So we can either go in the gatehouse directly or the drainage. Well, we've done pretty well with drainage so far. I'd say let's keep on going down that sort of a route. Nothing much yet. Getting up top would be nice, but getting up high in this area is a little bit on the tricky side. So let's just try and go. Yeah, just go for a blink and then straight for another if we can. Yep, here we are. Okay, so we've got ourselves somewhere high up at least, and now we can go up here as well. Right, now we're nice and high up. Should mean we're relatively hard to spot. Got gatehouse drainage right there. Which side is that? Ah, here we go. If I just drop down the stairs, that gets me much closer to where I want to be. And I just need you to go down in a moment. And then, oh, right, you might be about to be needing to be taken out. Lovely. Just quickly grab you. Grab you, grab you, grab you. You just stay around here. Hopefully no one else comes this way. And who else is around here? One more person, but seems to be alright for now. Okay. Yep, good. You're going down that way. Perfect. In which case, drop down here, jump in here, and there we are, gatehouse drainage. One rune down here, but how do I actually get you open? Ah, right here. Fine. Just one nice easy thing there. Straight back down again, straight through, and now we have got our way in. Perfect. So, gatehouse bypass, just take out the rats just in case. And we are inside the gatehouse now. Oh. One guard right flipping their mind. You can see where the elevator is, 70 meters in that direction. But because I decided to come through the flipping gatehouse, that means there's a bunch of, well, people I need to take care of. You just go down there for a bit. Lovely. Shouldn't be too tricky to do, mind. Ah! Got flipping chain right here. In fact, this is a terrible idea, but okay. Actually, you know what this will do? This will just get me right into a position where at least I've got eyes on, so I can see that there's a lift up there. You're over there. I can just work around you. Screw you. Go down nice and quietly. Just want this to be done nice and peaceful. Lovely. And up to this chappy next. Lovely. Back you go as well. That is 3 out of probably 4 taken care of. There might be someone else here, but no. I think we've done a pretty good job clearing out the gatehouse drainage, lads. Then we've got the elevator. Slight problem, mind. There's a pylon between me and there. Looks like, however, I could just go straight underneath that. That wouldn't be too bad at all. If I just go over here and then go for, yeah, that spot right there. There we are, perfect. I could decide to rewire this so it goes after the guards, but not for me. But no, that would be mean. Let's not do that. Let's instead just turn... Let's just leave the... Don't you see me? Don't you flipping see me? You know what? We've been good. Let's just quickly rewire this. Okay, good. That's a couple of dead guards. Nice. That will make my approach a little bit easier, thank you. Much easier, in fact. And up we go, and the elevator is not quite unguarded, but much easier than it was. Oh, you're probably about to see me, which is a shame, or not. No, you're not. Nice. You managed to just not see me. That means you don't die. Very good. And to the elevator we go. Up to the top. Doesn't mean we're quite done yet, mind. There's plenty more at the top. Not a huge amount, but a little bit more at least. This, I will admit, is a fine ending to the game. The mission is big and complicated, and it's actually quite hard. There's guards everywhere. There's loads of different ways you could do it. There's the gatehouse or the drainage. There's the harbour side, the main gateway, or kind of the little secret pipe over on the right. There's loads of different options. All of them are quite difficult. There's all the tough stuff. It basically acts as a final exam for everything you've learned through the game, which is exactly what a final level should be, and it's a really great final level. So this is a fine final level. It's just a shame that to make you get to it, they make you do two really terrible levels across the Hound Pits pub and indeed in the Flooded District, which is just a dreadful level. Right, let's start getting rid of some people here. Though admittedly, you don't even actually have to. I very often see people like working their way up this path. Actually, you can basically just cheat straight away because there's nothing to stop you jumping straight on top of the elevator. Then from the elevator, you can get on top of the metal. There we are. So now we're on top of the metal beams. You can actually climb the structure without actually ever bothering to go near any of the guards, which I've always had a bit of a fondness for. The fact that you can basically bypass as much of the level as you feel like. And then just go up to the top here. Lovely. Clamber up here. And now we are on the roof on the outside of the lighthouse. And we've basically just, skipped the path up that's got a lot of guards on it. Because, logically, if there's one path that leads from the elevator up, that's where they're going to put the guards. You can just say, screw it, can't be bothered with all of that. I'm just going to basically just jump up the inside of the structure and completely ignore all the guards. Perfect! Brilliant way to end the game. You just basically say, you know what, screw it, I don't actually feel like going through all of this, and just skip up here. Okay, now we're on the roof above the lighthouse. And if you look down, you might notice some corpses. Pendleton's is, of course, the most obvious. And this is what happens in the low chaos ending. Basically, Havelock goes mad at having poisoned all his enemies, and then immediately afterwards he decided to, poison Corvo the assassin, and then he kind of shot all his servants. Well, obviously, what's the next thing he does? Well, he just goes and poisons these two. So we're just left with Havelock sitting in front of the fire, drinking heavily, wondering if what he's done has actually been worth it in the end. And if you just clamber up the roof, you can basically completely bypass him.
Remember when this was just a dream shared by a few and back in the Lord Trevor Pendleton, neglected youngest son, bullied by your brothers. Martin, such a clever man. His talents wasted until he found his fate. Callista, the nursemaid. Bitter Pierre, rejected from the academy. Samuel, a useless old man, hungry for purpose. Couldn't be with us tonight. Unjustly dismissed from the Navy over an affair of honor. My friends, the times we've had. I'm almost sorry this moment has come. Our enemies have fallen. We've put an empress on the throne who will take years to grow up. And by the time she does, she'll be ours. She's young. Emily the First could reign for 60, 70 years if she's kept safe. Oh, what we could do at that time. Look how much we've changed the city already. The golden age is coming. And no one will ever know what I had to do for it. You won't tell, will you? This is all Martin's fault. If we hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison, Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy, afraid.
And there we are. Havelock just wants to make himself Lord Regent after all. And it involves murdering literally everyone he's worked with, as it turns out. But yes, there indeed is Pendleton and Martin. And we can take out Havelock if we want to, but to be honest, he almost cuts a bit of a pathetic figure. Just such a pathetic figure, I don't know if I even want him to die. Oh, I want him to die. Go on then.
Did you think I'd fight you, Corvo? Sorry to disappoint.
I was actually trying to do an aerial takedown of you, to be honest. Hello, Havelock.
This is yours. The key to Emily's cell. She'll be glad to see you. You made quite an impression on her. Did you know that? She asked about you constantly. Where you were. What you've been doing. I told her. In the end, I told her everything. From the start, when we had such noble goals in mind, to the end, when we were afraid, fighting in secrecy about who we could trust and who we had to kill. Arguing over who would act as new Lord Regent. And she listened, eyes wide. She's become an interesting girl. If she lives, she'll make a memorable empress. Go ahead. Kill me or take me to Coleridge Prison. Make your choice. She'll be watching.
Make my choice. Well, hang on. Let's just check what my choices are here. I'll just have that key, thank you. Oh, now you've decided you actually don't want... Okay, fine. You were very clearly saying a second ago this was not about... Whatever. Okay, if you want to make it into a fight, let's make it bloody interesting. Ooh, Devouring Swarm. Yeah, we haven't had that yet. Lovely. Summoning a nice thing of rats. That'll do. And one thing of rats for you, my good man. Lovely. There we are. Just keep on with the rats. I'd say let's have him. And he's been assassinated by being eaten by rats. And the rats have eaten the corpse. And not my fault. Rats. Totally 100% rats. Let's just also loot these here bodies. No, apparently you didn't have anything one glass. Probably don't take a drink out of that, to be honest.
Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
You will, but to be honest, Dishonored 2's coming, so it's not going to last that long. And there we are, only 4 people killed, 2 bodies found, but other than that, low chaos, no civilians. All things considered, I'd say that's handled very cleanly. Let's get the ending, shall we?
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm.
That's what Corvo looks like, by the way. He's basically not in the game, but there he is.
You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is, with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand.
There we are, of course. Jeff Kernell survived. And so did Samuel.
And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
And of course, given we know that Emily has her throne stolen from her while she's still a late teenager or perhaps early 20s in the event of Dishonored 2, yeah, spoiler warning for the end of Dishonored 2, looks like she's getting the throne back. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, that there is Dishonored, or at least the bits of Dishonored that matter. We skipped the bit that didn't matter, the terrible, terrible level. Lovely game, Dishonored. I do love Dishonored. It's a great little game. Cracking little game. I just wish they'd taken out a few weaker levels and actually just left us with a shorter, tighter campaign. It's actually like, even though it's only like a 12-hour campaign, it's just a little bit overlong because bloody hell, the hour or so you spend in the flooded district feels like a lot longer. I'd prefer it if the game had just ended straight at the palace. Like, Kingsport Lighthouse is a great level, and maybe just find a way to contrive them to end up at Kingsport Lighthouse after dealing with the palace. Like, you know, you get back from the palace and they've already absconded with Emily, so you have to chase them to Kingsport Lighthouse. Skip all of the rest of it. We don't need the rest of it. It's completely pointless. Also, got mixed messages from Havelock there. I'm not going to fight you, Corvo. You must be disappointed. Here, take this key and make your decision. I take the key, he immediately attacks me. Alright, fine. Whatever. If you're going to be like that, you can get eaten by rats. Whatever you say, Havelock. Dishonored, great little cracking game. And Dishonored 2 is, well, I'm not sure exactly what day this video is going out. Possibly Dishonored 2's already started. Who knows? Dishonored Dishonored 2 will be about now anyway. Looking forward to it. Dishonored, fantastic game. Brilliant, brilliant little game. Dishonored 2 hopefully will be as good. So, hope you enjoyed this little quick playthrough Dishonored ahead of, or perhaps slightly after, Dishonored 2 begins. And I'm sure we will have more of this sort of thing in the future. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the really rather excellent Dishonored. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Eroticism. How important is it to have erotic or love scenes? It's a film about bakery. Very important. Okay, so Ben and Arthur just came on TV. That's Ben, and that's Arthur. Dinner Date's a really good film. Aside from the bit where he eats her, that's arguably not as good.